Hey kids, it's me, your teacher, the Terminator.
Bruh.
Welcome back to online classes. It's me, your teacher, I'm the Terminator, and today we're gonna... Shit's fucked. Look, I've been trying to make this video for decades, for years, for hours. Actually, maybe like 2 months. The problem last time, I was too low energy. I had small dick energy, and today I've retconned that with a can of Hillbilly Hauler. This shit is like cracking a can. But welcome to online school. I'm gonna be your history teacher, and today we're gonna talk about some awesome things that happened in history that you wouldn't learn in regular school. This coronavirus is a blessing to you, 'cause now you got me. I'm a fucking fraud. Okay, kids. Today I'm gonna tell you the awesome, fantastic story of the time the United States almost reignited the Korean War over a goddamn poplar tree. Shut the hell up, class is in session. I keep rambling on, being a dipshit, saying shit that doesn't matter. Now, when I wrote this script a few months ago, the idea of something as small as a tree bringing about global pandemic was a silly idea. Asinine, stupid, inbred, dumb, silly. But I guess now we're all in hot water because some asshole ate a bat. What am I even talking about at this point? I'm talking about the poplar tree incident of 1976. This was when America, South Korea, and North Korea almost entered a massive nuclear war over a single poplar tree that was kind of obstructing their view. So let's get into this story. Let's chug a little bit more and just see what's going on. Surely I'm umbilical cording the truth here. So for starters, let's talk about the DMZ. And no, I'm not talking about that fantastic homophobic rapper DMX.
How you gonna explain fucking a man? Even if we squash the beef, I ain't touching it.
He has no love for homo thugs. The DMZ stands for the Demilitarized Zone, which I think is a terrible name because it's not demilitarized. It's got a lot of military in it. It's got thumbtacks on the ground, landmines, patrol units on both the north and south side, big artillery, crocodiles, swordsmen. It's got big birds, spiders, broken glass, wet floors. I'm kidding, actually. The demilitarized zone is pretty much a wildlife preserve located on the borders of North and South Korea. People even live there. They got 5G before anyone else. And 5G caused the coronavirus. The demilitarized zone is, for my European tracksuit wear and Scatman listening to audience, that's 250 kilometers. And for my inbred circular family tree audience, that would be 160 miles long. Former President Bill Clinton once described the DMZ as the scariest place on Earth, which is funny because personally I'd consider the scariest place on Earth to be anywhere near Bill Clinton. Of course, like I said, in reality, it's just a place with 5G signals, which would be great for listening to BTS. So located within the DMZ is a fun little camp called fucking whatever, because that's where the United States, South Korea, and North Korea would hang out sometimes and just play frisbee, jerk each other off, cook burgers, fuck each other in the ass, play beanbag toss, play beanbag field. There was this poplar tree, and basically the way the branches grew and the way that it was made it so that the United States and South Korea, they couldn't see what North Korea was doing.
Bruh.
And we want to see what's going on over there. I want to know what's behind those branches. Probably just grass and like wasteland, honestly. In fact, actually, that's exactly what it was. It's just some fucking grass. But basically, we had enough. We said, this tree sucks. I hate it. It's so stupid. So we're gonna cut it down. And North Koreans were like, hey guys, can you not do that? Or at least like ask us first. And that's when all hell broke loose. On August 18th, 1976, a bunch of American and South Korean guys went over to the tree with some saws, and they said, alright, time to cut off a few branches. It was 14 people, led by South Korean Captain Kim and American Arthur Boniface. And so they came over to start cutting it down, and the North Koreans said stop, and Arthur said, you can suck on Boniface these nuts. So the North Koreans pulled up with a bunch of crowbars and hammers and clubs, and they were gonna bonk. They were gonna just the Americans or some shit. And actually, I'm making a joke out of this, but they were successful. They fucking killed like several of our guys. Boniface died. Lieutenant Mark T. Barrett died. Following the event, North Korea would make a press conference calling us hooligans, which I guess in the 70s was a bad thing. I think that's just really funny today. So North Korea was pissed at us. They were calling us hoodlums. They were like, guys, we probably would have let you cut down a few branches from that tree had you asked and been respectful to us. But they are North Korea, and everything they do is evil. So the UN responded accordingly by authorizing the biggest tactical middle finger in maybe world history. Alright, get ready for a lot of jump cuts, because this is a lot of very important information and the numbers matter a lot in this story. 3 days after the killings, a convoy of 23 American and South Korean vehicles rolled up on the scene. They came stanced up with 2 8-man chainsaw teams to tackle the tree itself, and 2 30-man platoons armed with pistols and axes. Well, actually, all the research I found just said they had axe handles, nothing about axe heads. So, all of the bridges leading into the area, they were armed with explosives, and there were boats on the rivers to make emergency evacuations. Next up was the 64-man South Korean team who had clubs and were trained in Taekwondo. They were there. Some of them did have grenade launchers and M16 assault rifles, but that's baby shit compared to the commandos who strapped claymores to their chests, and their job was to stand on the bridges looking at North Korean soldiers with the cord in their hands, and their job was to say, cross the bridge, see what happens. That was their fucking job. But I know what you're thinking. I know you guys well. I am your teacher after all. You're saying to yourselves, that's not tough. That's nothing. My dad could fight that. What are you saying? My dad couldn't fight that? Fuck you. And to that I say, watch your mouth. I will snap your neck. But okay, kid. Let's say, for instance, your dad was there when this was going on. Okay, let's suppose that your dad was on the North Korean side and could reasonably take out the roughly 100 men who were already on the ground. What else would they have to send to kill him? Or just weaken him? Scare him? How about 20 utility copters, 7 Cobra attack helicopters with B-52 Stratofortresses from Guam just behind them, by F-4 Phantom IIs, F-5s and some F-86 fighter jets, all in the sky with F-111 bombers, all deployed just waiting for the first shot. And for extra fuck-off power, they brought in the USS Midway. Now that's a big response. Keep in mind, this is to cut down a poplar tree, and we're just defending it from what at the time, even kind of now, was just a bunch of fucking impoverished North Koreans who fought us with clubs and crowbars. Oh wait, I'm not even done. But actually, I'm not even done, because there was more. We had South Korean infantry, artillery just outside the DMZ, whipping around in the sky with Hawk missiles, and you know, just let's bring all the boys in here. Actually, tanks, 12,000 South Korean troops, and 1,800 American troops who took a bus out from Okinawa, Japan, just to like make sure that we cut this tree down in time. And oh boy, did we! It only took 42 minutes. Now, I want to bring this fact in because I've been swearing a lot and just being generally rancid in this video, in my demeanor and presentation of myself. So understand when I say this is actually like the official account of how the North Koreans reacted to it. You can find this online. You can also find like people shitting in each other's mouths online. But regardless, this is real. The response, the North Koreans were stated on record as having their minds fucking blown by the sheer audacity of America and South Korea coming together to just say, I really want to see what's on the other side of those branches. North Korea gave a half-assed apology, and they were just kind of like, damn, sucks that happened. Tensions between the North and South were raised even higher than previously thought possible. The tree was cut down, of course, and General William Livery made a swagger stick out of it. South Korean soldier Moon Jae-in eventually went on to become president of South Korea. Looking back, it was the best summer of my life.
Just as long as you stand by me.